We are wandering around. We're trying to catch up with the prefect Floyd. And we first tried to get him right in the corner of this inn. And we noticed that somebody said he's only a block over. And so I will let you pick a place to be, and then I will flip a card, and then I will tell you where the prefect has moved to. And hopefully you have picked the right spot. Now, if you stay put, excuse me, in the same place, that's one way of maybe he'll wander into you. I mean, that's a possibility. There is a pattern to all this. It's not just random, and I'm not just screwing with you. And unfortunately, this is probably going to be the end of Conrad's double silver, because the excuse me, I got that cough, so I'll get a lozenge going. Dobby is going to move to some other player.
So just a quick question. Do injury points carry over from the
Nope,
previous?
0.
Okay.
The whole thing is reset itself magically.
That is magically. Just saying.
It's magically delicious.
It is.
I suddenly feel vim and vigor. I got a whole nother day to bring you down. I added some new boxes on the character sheet for permanent pluses to your pips. That was mostly to help me, but I'm sure you guys can utilize as well. So I'll start back with Rusty. Rusty, where do you want to try to find him next? He's over a street over at I. You could go there.
Yeah, we could try and chase him, and the chances of him still being at I if he card flip is very small. But I like S. S looks really nice to me.
Over to S.
Nice open place. We can run away.
Oh. Wow, he is just a step in front of you. He's over a T. Canines, double damage.
Right. Sorry, Red. What you think?
Canines, double damage, and a club. We need weaponry or restoration.
I'm not seeing the cards. Where are they now?
It's just below the city.
Below. Okay,
yeah.
Got it. All right. Okay.
And starting off with the utility.
Oh, utility?
Red, where did the prefect start off again?
I'm sorry, Greg?
Where did the prefect start? Where was he before last time we went?
He was
at I.
I. Okay.
Move to T. Moved a little faster than you, looks like. Okay. You guys probably got distracted. There's activity going on around M. You also notice something strange at X. And Rusty, who's going to make the weaponry or restoration roll?
Let's see. Weaponry or restoration. Let's see. Well, I'll start with the. I have good restoration, so I'll probably the weaponry 3 times. The probability is better for the weaponry. Okay, I'll do the weaponry, which is always a mistake for me. But let's do
only a
that.
mistake if you roll bad. So
yeah, well, there we go.
There you go.
Okay, and then so the utility should be somebody with a really good utility.
I have a good utility.
I have a good utility as well.
good utility. Yeah, I have a good utility as well.
Okay, we'll let Conrad.
How do you wrangle those dogs?
That's not a good roll, Conrad.
No, but I got to roll it again.
Roll it again for why?
Because I rolled 6.
For durability.
No, I rolled a 6.
It's utility. You don't roll till success and utility.
Oh, pardon. Okay.
So we'll count that 20 as your durability roll. So you have
it's
made your
passed.
durability check on the item. But we are -1 from that missed roll.
I was using the altar blade to threaten them.
Okay. Well, sure. And what dog doesn't recognize an altar blade? These must have a spiritual element to it, right?
It's jaggedy. It's got a utility and dark magic in it.
Oh, well, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's the mix. Dogs understand the bad.
Yeah.
All right.
And
So
one that gives
from
me
here,
the +3 to my weaponry.
+3
So
to weaponry.
it's like deep in magic.
That would have been a good one for you to roll, the weaponry roll, if you're already at +3. And we go on to Conrad. Conrad, where do you want to move the party?
Let's go to X.
X, okay. All right, I'm not going to flip a card for X. The prefect is going to stay put. And at X, Shinedown, I don't know if you remember him or not. He's from the Owl and Hawk Inn. He's sort of the beggar slash former veteran with all the medals, the nice coat, well worn. And he's sort of in the tower at the top, and he has that soft sob, the soft veteran sob. And what would you like to do, Conrad? So we have Shinedown, certainly out of place. He doesn't seem like...
He's sobbing because he wants out, or he's sobbing because, whoa.
No, he's not. Doesn't seem to be trapped, but you could simply just go and ask him or comfort him.
Yeah, let's ask him. I don't remember him, so...
Right. Yeah, no, it's not that my NPCs are not going to be the most standout of anyone's, but they he says look in this direction, and he points sort of toward the oak tree in the center of the market there and the town, and 6 of his friends are hanging there, and those are all, that could be the last. He says those are the last druids, or he's the last of the Mohican druids now that his 6 friends have been rounded up by the legions and executed.
Well, that is kind of sad.
That is, well, yes, it is a very sad moment.
And by that, I don't mean sad they missed one. I mean sad that they got 6.
Yes, it's sad that they got 6. At least they did not divulge who the seventh one was. Now, Shinedown, again, is going to be one of those characters. Is more of a harbinger. He's going to tell you things that are going to become more important later, or after the fact, you'll think, oh, that's what this fool was trying to warn us about. But the druids were investigating both the death of their own great oak and winesod, and the fact that the fruit trees there are always bearing rotting fruit, that they don't just have a healthy cycle. So this is just another probably strong indication that the Overlord, Vex, just hates you people. I mean, it's pathological.
Or that the druids don't know what they're doing.
Well, or the druids could be making a mistake, and they could execute them because of the
it's just
their
confidence,
failure.
right? It all depends on where you're sitting, I suppose.
There is a perspective on this, Great evil does have a purpose, if only to teach the good. But we'll let him quietly slip away for the moment. He does say, though, he says one last thing, and he gives you a powder.
Okay.
And the powder, he says, is an arcane revelations powder. He says that Gypsy can make it if she has the right herbs. And
Use this on Commander.
If you throw this on the prefect, he might be able to see what you see and what I see. The fact that their Rakshasa have integrated the legions.
Mm.
And you can also save that powder and take it yourself into certain areas and use it to have a fiat to solve different aspects of the game. But this is probably as good as any place to use it, so long as you can catch the prefect.
So we have this dreamy pouty. Let's put it on Greg, since he's our
holy man.
Yeah, he's our holy man.
He's our holy man with all the dark magic.
It's all perspective. It's all perspective.
We remember him at his best. That cherub of a child who.
All magic is the same to me. It's just magic.
So it's a arcane revelation powder.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, that sounds better than dreamy powder, which is what I was calling it.
Yeah, the dreamy powder.
That's why he's the holy man, and I'm not.
Yes, he's got better terms for things.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
You
blue
can
smoke
actually
weed.
read the chat. So.
Yeah, you can read the text. I moved from Conrad over to John. John, how are you going to chase the prefect and go right to T?
Well, we can watch him from where we're at, right? See where he's going.
You could try, yeah.
No, I'm direct. Let's go to T.
Okay, out to T you go.
Well, that's where he is, not where he's going.
Let's see where it's going here.
Ultimatum gods. Okay.
You've caught him at T.
Ooh. You had me at T. Just
Oh.
So the bad guy was actually going to the third letter of the last events. So he was at I, he was at T, he's at T.
all right.
So luck often prevails. And in the Miracle of Miracles, since Dobby never appeared, Conrad keeps his double silver as well. He still likes it. Nice move, John. Pick up an XP for that, John.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Now, when we reach him, this could be a very, very short conclusion of this adventure, which is nice. Is that you just need to get close enough to him. So we need an excuse to get toward the prefect. You know, he's with his company of men. He is sort of politicking here. He's glad-handing. You could pretend to be somebody. You could just get in the line and hope he passes you by. I guess the real hope is that you can get close enough to douse him with powder. And you know how politicians love to be hit with cream pies or have people throw random things at them.
Tell him we know where the last druid is.
Yeah, you might have to take.
We could.
You know, that is probably a good way of attracting his attention.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you say, you know where the last druid is, and you point at the tower, and then Shine Down looks at you wide-eyed.
Well, we don't have to point at the tower, do we? He would understand, though.
It's just a good comic element, you know.
We just say we know where it is. Yeah, where he is.
We can always point anywhere.
You don't want to put much innuendo here because these are not a subtle people. They would just start hitting you until you can faster.
We saw him feeding these dogs in S.
Well, and he would understand that we used it to get the powder to the commander, right? So the commander could see what we see or he sees.
Yeah, Shine Down, you're saying, right?
Yeah, in other words, it was a.
All right.
He's either fated to live or he's fated to die on the rack.
Yeah, they gave you a dozen good suggestions. Which what do you do to attract the attention of the prefect so we can?
As I say, I'm direct, so it's like we know where the last druid is.
All right.
We need to speak with you.
The stinking last druid.
Stinking last druid. I'm gonna have you make a restoration.
Well, all stink. Everybody's stinking, so it's not really an insult. So.
You need to present yourself well here, but you also are going to be by calling your attention to yourself. The Rakshasa are a little bit leery of your true intentions, so they're sort of surrounding you and starting the beatdown. So give me a restitution roll.
Restoration roll with my ointment. That's like
So nobody wants
to put a little bit.
Ointment.
So you can't see it, but I'm actually putting this on my cheeks. I'm just doing that.
Little dab under the nostrils.
That's it. It's like Vicks Vapor Rub
to get past the morgue smells.
And no, I fail.
All right, you're going to take 3 points for that, but it does give you the attention that the guys are closing in now. I'm going to move over to Greg. Greg, how do you get the attention of the prefect? John was saying that he knows where the druid is, and I think they misconstrued it and thought that he was referring to the 6 hanging in the trees. Yes, we all know where those guys are. Stop drawing attention to it.
Well, yeah, that kind of closes doors for us to just pretend we were in line.
Oh, sure. Sure, you can. No, you can still do that. You can disassociate yourself, John, from the moment.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't even know those guys. I'm just, I'm a.
I'm just
random.
I'm just a poor
Singing
guy
in
from
the rain.
Wineside, a poor man from Wineside with my petition. There's some people in front of you. I'm going to have you make a weaponry roll as physical. Sort of push some of the other glad-handers out of the way so you can move toward the front of the line. Give me
Okay,
a
I could use
weaponry roll.
my staff, which somewhat
Yeah, just knock
is like
people
a
out of the way.
spider leg. Okay,
Yeah.
so no, not even close. But is it weaponry? Do I keep on pulling it?
Physical, yeah, you'll do it until you're successful.
There you
There
go.
we go. Okay, second.
So you took only 1 point of damage as you muscle your way to the front. And
Durability check.
yeah, durability check on John's as
yeah.
well.
Oh, on mine.
We used to
Okay,
make rolls at this point to not have to do that again, right?
You can,
Typically.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's
for those
spider
would be-
leg spear.
Minus
Good,
1 on the rolls.
I made my durability roll, so
Durability is on a 9+ for good things. My spider legs just degrades. I have another good weapon.
Okay. And you can always pay to have that fixed, or if you continue to use it and it degrades in the next session,
you
then
could just,
you toss it away.
+2. You could just assign for +2.
You could
on-
weaponry +2
weaponry.
with your pips, Greg.
and then you wouldn't have to. So I would do the weaponry +2.
But we're also -1, aren't we, on our utility rolls?
We are.
I mean,
Yep.
on our durability
That is
rolls.
correct.
So the +2 wouldn't help.
Yes, it would. 11
I-
plus 2 is 9.
yeah.
-1
7
is.
plus 2 is 9, -1 for the overall durability penalty, Rusty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 8.
Oh,
We
I've
lost
got one person rolling the 7. Okay, got it.
Yeah, we lost our first durability roll, our utility roll, I should say. All right, so the guy gets close enough to you, John, but I think you probably have to, Greg, you need to pass the powder to somebody else to finally do the dosing on the guy.
Yikes.
So who you
Oh,
give
so
the
it's not-
powder
It's
to?
not obvious.
Because you missed it
next-
the first roll.
I'll give it to Conrad because he can make rolls. Maybe.
All right, Conrad, give me a roll of weaponry as a physical action to push yourself to the front and
Okay.
hit this guy with
Using
the
the
Mardi
good
Gras
weapon,
beat.
+3.
Yep.
And that's a 14, which is a success.
You just muscle your way to the front. I think you're even wearing legionary armor or veteran armor. And so you've doused the guy, and the guy sees, oh my gosh, I'm surrounded by these things, aren't I? He tends to panic. He's
Don't we
going to
all?
run away. The point has been
Let's
made.
kill them
though.
all. Kill them all.
He'll talk to you later, perhaps, but he's stuck now, if you pan over just a little bit, in the garrison ward. And when you someday when you go back there to get him to come back out and police the actual city on a different mission, could be this next one we do, but I would not say we should fight the Rakshasa as a full entity yet. But we need to escape the Rakshasa. So we're going to need to make rolls of weaponry and restoration to get ourselves out of harm's way now that it's been revealed that the Legion is actually a legion of illusionary tigers, humanoid tigers.
Oh, the powder lets him see that he's surrounded by
yes,
Rakshasa.
that a lot of his men are
are not what they appear to be.
yeah, it's like putting on the glasses and they what is it? They live. All right. And I will start with myself. So I need a weaponry roll, and then I also need a restoration roll. They're both good for me. My weaponry, 11, I made it. And the 19, I made it. Boy,
You rolled a 20, right?
John is bringing me great luck. Yes, but this is not a card flip
Oh,
action.
okay.
Which is great. Yeah. Okay. And so I moved to Rusty. Rusty, give me a weaponry and a restoration roll to get out of this mess.
Okay, restoration. I need to add 2 to restoration. Got it. Okay, and then weaponry. There's the first one.
Not so good.
There's the second one.
That's why you
Yeah.
didn't give the powder to Rusty.
You only took 1 point of damage, Rusty, but you'll need to make a durability check on that on your weapon.
Okay. Let's see here. And I'll do a make roll on that.
Okay. And Conrad, I think we've already done your rolls in the game, but you need to get away. So give me another weaponry and give me another restoration, please.
Weaponry is an 11, plus 3 is an 8. 14 is good.
Yep, easy.
And restoration is an 11, and yeah, I have not rolled that yet. So let's go 11, 20, success.
20. There you
Nice.
go.
And John, get yourself out of here.
All right. So weaponry first, or does it matter?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Okay.
matter.
So weaponry first. And it's a good weaponry.
So you made it?
It's a 12. Yep. And
You've
then
skewered at least one of them, I think.
I did. And
You're
then
going to put your face on wanted posters, I think.
okay. I hope they
Mom, I'm
use my
finally
goods.
something.
They got to use my
Finally
good
became
side.
something,
I'm just
Mom.
saying. All right. Restoration. Yes. My ointment works.
That's your ointment has been effective today, and that's 2 for 2.
By the way, Red, when we got the ultimatum gods, there was a
Yeah.
reward of gear and a reward of a mulligan.
Yeah, that was my flip.
Right.
I
But
lose that.
we didn't
Get it
execute
here?
that, Rusty, because you actually were at T, and it reverts over to. So I was using the card as a just as a pointer, the T,
Okay.
a third letter in it. So you didn't actually get an ultimatum with the gods.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I know you saw the free stuff that was offered, but it was it was a yoink. They just put it out there, dangled it in front of you, but they pulled it back and told
Fell
you,
for it.
nope, you're going to have to resolve your boring stuff. And over to Greg. Greg, I need a weaponry and restoration to end this for us.
All right. My cleric mace, which is obviously good at repelling rakshasas. Not that great. Okay, there we go. And then I have the magic cat's eye gem for the restoration, which that would make it.
Man,
Okay,
that
so
thing
now
is just
for
an
cleric
amazing
mace,
thing. It's like one of those little
For the-
things that McCoy uses.
You have to do a durability
He's
with your
dead, Jim.
mace.
Yeah,
on
yes.
his
yes.
weapon.
For the mace though is good. I could make it. I could use a make roll to make the durability on that. So I'm gonna
Sounds good.
use
All
a
right.
make roll there.
Now we have completed, in essence, this mission. 2C. And that leaves us in a position where none of us are that wounded because we're just starting the day. Now we could go back to the clan hall and talk to Solitaire, and he will want us to go back into Rain Edge and get a charter in order to trade the tar. And he offered us, what did he offer us? He offered us an XP each to start that quest. Or we can go back to the Survivors Monastery and talk to John C., because John C. had offered us 100 silver if we go down and fight the fire cult, whose symbol is starting to appear a number of places around the city. That's up in the upper corner here. And we also have the ability through the smugglers' tunnels to reach the farmlands, High Point, or the Black Painted Temple. But we don't specifically have any reason to do any of that. It would just be random card flips until I point something of novelty out to you as you go out to there. There will be quests that'll take you out there. They just don't seem to be pressing at the moment. So the only really pressing quest that's on our plate, since we just handled the Owl and Hawk Inn, the party, and the follow-up to expose the Rakshasa in the Legion District, they still maintain control, but that's a much harder quest to get them out. And the Garrison Ward, the prefect, Floyd, is just hauling himself up in there. And I'm going to pass this over to Rusty. It just so happens Greg was the last one to make a decision. Mm-hmm. Rusty, how would you like to start this next session? Did you want to go to Solitaire?
Let's get our franchise thing.
Okay,
So
we're gonna go ahead and get our
so we can
charter in
start
order to
getting money
trade.
from the tar trade.
All right.
Guild. It was a guild, right? We had to get a guild membership. I remember.
I'm looking up the exact term I used.
Yeah, we have to get a charter.
It's a charter, badge to trade.
Mm-hmm.
But we were what's it called? We were guessing that we need to go to the guild block because somewhere there might be where the entity that grants charters in the city.
It's probably a good guess.
Yeah.
How about if we first take an XP for accepting Solitaire's assignment?
Absolutely.
XPs are always
Great.
nice.
Oh yeah.
If you insist.
And we know a way to get through Doe Gate. Sia begrudgingly, in her huff, she likes to be the center of attention, we'll say, and she doesn't mind helping us, but she doesn't necessarily like to help the clan chief. And we move into Rain Edge, and the first decision, Rusty, you're going to need to make is where you're going to head to first: the Guild Block, the Nun's Rest, or the Market Square. And it'll be a D4 rolls to get there.
Well, we're not injured enough to worry about going to the Nun's Rest, right? So
True. I don't think she was. They weren't healing folk anyway.
Yeah, they weren't friendly.
oh, okay. Well, I think then the Guild Block.
Okay, we're gonna head to the Guild Block. Give me a D4.
Oh, that's a shame. Okay. Well, sorry guys.
Did we roll the 4?
I rolled a
And
3.
3. Okay, here comes the
Pretty
first.
bad.
Can't even consistently roll the 4 now.
Huh,
What's happening?
the Rakshasa
failed.
are coming after us, I see.
Flavors. Oh, how terrible.
Okay.
Bring them. Bring them.
Any utility roll we need to make is at -2. The reward is a D4 silvers. Rusty, take yourself a D4 silvers, please.
Here's my one.
And give me percentile dice on gear, Rusty.
Woohoo!
Oh, let's see.
Lodestone.
95.
95, that's
Nice.
got to be good.
No, it doesn't. Dude, you didn't order this.
That
My
is
bigger
true.
numbers are better.
Too bad. It's free stuff. You're going to pick up a wyvern spike, a poor restoration, and poor weaponry.
Okay.
You know, it's a double object at least. You can sell that for a little bit of money since you're
Yeah.
constantly carrying things. And
Better than one.
we have the non-human slavers with a 3 of diamonds. The 3 of diamonds is going to be, we're going to add a luck, and the 3 is going to be luck or light magic, any in the group. So we're going to need a luck and a light magic for the group. That's not terrible. Luck and light magic, Rusty. Who makes the luck roll and who makes the light magic roll?
I never make a luck roll. Let's see.
I'll do it.
Wait a minute. So the luck or light magic, any in the group, and then what
then-
did the diamond add?
A luck.
Oh, okay. So we have to make both the luck and the light magic. Okay.
That is correct.
So go ahead and make the luck roll.
Who?
Somebody volunteered.
Yeah, it was
I
John.
don't. John, make
Yeah.
the luck roll.
So I have my dragon tooth.
It's always been lucky in the past.
It has. And 16. And there we
It
go.
says go this way, and that's the way to go. Okay. But we still need to make a light magic to dispel the slavers. If we can get down their illusion, the other people in the city would probably see what we see, and then they would have to quickly flee rather than reveal too much. So
Okay.
who's going to make
I have
that
a
light
poor-
magic?
I have a poor light magic. So who's got a good light
That's
I'm
right.
all
Anyone
for it.
does.
I also have 4. Yeah, I don't think anybody does.
I think we all have poor light magic.
Oh well, then I'll
I
do it.
I believe I'm
Oh.
holy though.
I got some tinsel.
No, I get a +1 to light.
You know,
magic,
cats and tinsel.
4, so I'll do it. 9. I failed. Okay. So,
You've lost your
and,
light magic for the rest of the session, Rusty.
Well, you can roll
No,
your
it's-
plus. You
it's
can take
dark-
+2 to that,
it's
right?
Dark magic that I lose, not light magic.
Light magic.
Yeah.
Don't have to
No,
solve-
you only
That's
lose
true.
dark
You're right.
magic you lose.
Forgive me. You just don't
Oh.
add it. You don't recover any hit points for us. All right. So Rusty has failed the light magic
And
roll.
I'll roll.
Do you
my
have to make a durability roll on that?
It does.
And I made it. 4. Oh, wait a minute. 4. Yeah, 4 is okay for 4 item. Okay, made it.
All right. And the next card flip, as we need 2 more.
Exotic
Some
beast.
sort of exotic beast. Yeah, we're getting all of the best of hits here, it looks like. But it does reward Conrad, take a D4 silver.
Woohoo! That'd be 6.
6 is better than 3. Dobby has doubled the silver you attracted. Weaponries are -2. Diamonds mean we're going to need to make a luck roll. 7 means we make weaponry or any magic. So, Conrad, who's going to make a weaponry and any magic? Who's going to try to attack and slay the exotic beast that has formed out of nowhere? It's a dangerous place, Rain Age.
I wanted exotic beat that it was the emerging ones that we previously had somebody had previously rolled a 20 on that.
Yeah,
I'll roll that.
I don't have any protections. I actually had protections on the slavers. But
I will roll on the for the attack. The
Okay.
weaponry. So let's go.
and it's -2 on the roll.
And I missed it. It's a 9. I needed an 11. I'm sorry. It's a. I needed a 13. And I will make roll on durability. Actually,
Okay.
I've got to keep rolling until I make it. Sorry. Missed it again. That's 2. Missed it again. That's 3. Yikes. Missed it again. That's 4. Whoa.
Conrad,
Oh.
you're rolling like Rusty right now.
Let's see. 13 less 2 is an 11.
I don't think you made that one either. But let's look at your whole thing again. Normally,
No, 11
it's
is good, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm,
It's-
I'm
you're
plus 2
plus
to the
3 with your roll, correct?
Plus 2 is an 11.
Yeah. Okay.
So 4 points of damage.
All right. 4
Yikes.
points of damage. And we still need to make
And I'll just make roll on the durability, so I don't have to roll that.
okay. And we have to make a luck roll because of the diamonds, 7 of diamonds. So who's going to make the luck roll?
John has previously made the luck roll. Is that correct?
I have. I will.
With his dragon's tooth? Yes. He has
Yep.
not tested durability of it yet.
Do I need to? Because I made
Oh,
no,
not
that.
yet.
nope.
Failed.
No.
It's
It
a
failed.
benefit of actually being success is you don't test of durability. It's just I think there may be somebody else that's failed the luck roll. Maybe not yet. We're still pretty early in the session.
Yeah.
But if we have somebody who's already failed a luck roll, sometimes you just
We
pile
want
on
to
because
double up on the durabilities if we can, right? Go ahead, John.
Yeah.
All right. Make luck
it's gonna be
roll.
11.
Oh, I failed. So
Oh, okay, so he failed the luck roll. We go to Greg. Greg,
I'm
make
gonna
a
use
luck
a make roll on my.
All
on
right.
the
Let me
durability
see
of the
what.
dragon tooth. Absolutely,
Yeah.
sure. And
Oh, I
Greg.
have a good 4-leaf clover. So
Yep,
see.
absolutely.
No, not even close. And so I'm going to make roll the durability though, because I don't want to lose up. Good
Okay.
4-leaf clover.
And on my luck, thank you for pushing it all the way over to me. I have poor shoestrings. We love my poor shoestrings. The exotic beasts come my way. I can rope it up with my shoestrings, and I'm
And he
successful.
made it. Wow. Okay. Save Rusty. Having to make a luck roll, which I was bound to fail.
Sometimes you just need to get lucky. And here comes the next card flip. It'll be the final one before we get to the guilds. Runic Gate. Runic Gate. That's not. That could be the best of things.
Maybe it's just a decorative one thing.
And the actual card. 2 of spades.
That's not a good one. But anyway. Adds a weaponry, and it's is we roll low person has to do it.
And it also adds a weaponry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, low person.
All right. 20 die.
Oh. I got an 8.
Mine was a 6 in there, right?
Oh, a 7.
All right, a luck or dark magic, a single random person in the chancellery. This is a sub boss, and spades add weaponry. All right, so weaponry and dark magic, or weaponry and luck. We better do weaponry and luck. My luck is, of course, my shoestring. I don't want to use my feather hap yet. I'd hate to damage that. I get benefits from that.
Nice.
And I make my luck roll. Shoestrings are always the best. I tie my shoestrings, obviously, to the handle and to the knocker, and that's enough to lock the runic gate. I believe. I'm not sure why, and you guys think that is absolutely stupid that I approached this thing, but somehow I go, hey, look what I did. I'm gonna need those back eventually, and a weaponry. Monster emerges out of the runic gate. We get a runic knight, of course, some sort of personification of the Vex himself. He does not like the fact that we are moving out of our bounds. The world was very ordered.
Monster emerges or sudden emerges?
Sudden emerges? Probably. And here comes my 11 with my spear.
I have a sudden emergence affinity.
Oh, no. It's a runic gate is the thing that we're facing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I have made it on the second roll. I'll need to test durability on that 11. And I made a 14. My durability is fine. So spear is good for me. And I took 1 point of damage. I'm bleeding. Call the medic.
Just a flesh wound.
Flesh wound. It's probably
What does trigger and bad fate mean?
So now we have to roll a bad fate.
There technically isn't every wound a flesh wound.
You would think it would have to get through the flesh, unless it
only a flesh wound.
Unless it goes to the teeth,
or right in the eye. Wound. Right in the eye. I don't know.
Or a psychological.
Right in the eye. That'd be icky. Okay, so bad fate, Rusty. We're each going to roll a D8 here. All right. Although the result was random, so it's only going to be me. I'm going to be hit by the bad fate here. And here comes my D8. / roll D8. Get it? And I rolled a 7. Double the consequences of your past make rolls as life drain. Each make roll, in essence, causes 3 points of damage. I have used 0 make rolls, so I have take double. 0 is 0. So you guys are cringing for me as the blue flame of bad fate comes down, the curse from the emperor or the overlord, and it does not hurt me because I'm a man of simple-mindedness, and I'm not sure exactly what they were tormenting me about. But this is the bad fate roll that will appear, Rusty.
Okay.
As you can see, it can do things like permanently strip an XP from you. It can erase the pips you've already invested slots in. It can decline a random object's durability, and so forth. All right. It's just because the game gets more dangerous as we move around. And that was the third flip. We are at the guild block. And I will... this was sort of Rusty and Conrad and Greg. We're going to go... and John, we're going to go to Greg, I think, for our first...
Guild block encounter?
Yes.
All right.
All right. So I'm thinking either if we're kind of like a new guild, we'd have to go to whatever organization in the town bestows like guild charters.
Correct.
Or we might be working under an existing guild. Like we might be in the scope of an existing guild, so we need a charter from that guild to bring.
Both of those are good assumptions. So, if in a high Middle Ages sense, the guilds were the artisans that were banding together to fix prices, and they were acquiring great wealth and influence because they could also take that money and they could loan it out as they made it. But the people started to have more excess wealth, and as they had more excess wealth and free time, it allowed people to leave the farmlands and devote themselves to craft. But that's neither here nor there, especially in our little adventure. The guild block appears to be of the mantra that they're trying to sell more. Their goal is to sell more. If they can convince everyone in Winesot to go to a beret and get rid of their straw hats, they will replace all of the hats in Winesot. If they can get people to start putting buckles on their shoes, and then in the next season declare that, well, you can't be wearing buckles in the wintertime, and get people to remove them, then you can supply, you have an endless source of consumers over in Winesot. Now, the first person you meet is very suspect because he can understand that you guys are here. He also even knows that you're here to trade tar, and Rain Edge certainly wants tar. And you get this sense that this guy, if he was more nefarious, he would probably try to cheat you and become the head of the tar of whatever new guild or new organization supplies the tar. But instead, he just stonewalls you and says you need to know someone to speak to before you can actually enter. We can't just have people roaming around hassling everything. What is the name of the person you've come to see? Who do you have an appointment with?
John.
Okay, make a luck test.
Um,
or is
right,
that you're asking John a question?
No, that was me making up a name. We don't know anybody in the guilds, right? So yeah, no, that was me making up a name. So, oh my gosh, I am unlucky.
Okay, well,
John recently got banned from the guilds.
No, not me, John. Some other John.
Yeah.
It's not Toothless. We like him. Okay, I got to make a luck roll. Well, I finally missed my luck, and I finally missed my durability on my luck. So my shoestrings have finally broke.
Oh no!
And
no.
I weep for my broken shoestrings, but I do have my cap now.
The runic gate was just too much for them.
I probably left them behind there. That was a good place to leave them. And but I was also convinced by the guild that I needed buckle shoes. I can't wear last week's shoelaces. That would be atrocious. Rusty, you need to make a luck roll. I missed mine.
I made my luck roll.
Okay, Rusty makes a
First
luck
time
roll.
I made a luck roll.
And first time in this session. So did you want to see the head of the brewers, the head of the cloth, the head of the grocers, the head of the joiners, the head of the painters, Rusty?
I think joiners would be tar. Anybody disagree? Painters also, but I think probably joiners.
It is joiners. Also, tar is heavily used in shipping. I don't know if it's anywhere near this, but that's how they seal the ships.
But that isn't what we got in the way of alternatives. There's no shipwrights in that.
Okay. Yep.
No, it's brewers, cloth, grocers, joiners, or painters. Okay. Well, I want to see the head of joiners.
Head of the joiners. Okay. When you get
the best.
He says, well, you need to have a charter, a badge to trade. It's stamp, and it's easy to acquire, but it would not be under my preview to issue one. So I suggest that you the head of the guilds, the head of the parliament of the guilds, is the brewers. So you may wish to try them. All right, I'm going to move over to back to Rusty, Big Die. Wow, amazingly moved around the board. Rusty, who did you want to see next? Unless we already did you. You picked.
Let's
go to Conrad.
Decide?
Yes, you just decide one time.
Decide that?
Yeah, go ahead and well, you did. That was because Greg failed a luck roll, I believe. No, you.
Yeah.
We'll move it off to Conrad. Conrad, go ahead and
All right.
choose who do you want to see next.
Sorry, we're in Rain Edge,
Yep, at Guild Block.
and
See, we just got told that we need to hear the head of the Brewers.
Yeah.
Brewers
And
it
the
is.
brewers could use tar to seal casks for the
That'd be
beer.
terrible.
I'm just saying.
It's
That would not be good.
And would you please roll me a luck roll, Conrad?
Or have Rusty roll the luck roll? Or is
Well,
it...
eventually, yes.
Okay. And that's a miss.
So take your point of damage. I move over to John. John, you need to make a luck roll.
Okay. Do I need to do that? Sure.
Are you poor? Do you have a poor luck or a good luck?
I have a good luck.
Good luck. So if you added the 2 for the
I could
pips,
add the 2. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add the
Okay.
2 for the pips. Okay.
Now, as we add the 2 for the pips, okay, so we are going to talk to the head of the Brewers. And he says, that's a terrible idea if we took our casks and we added tar to the inside. The tar could...
Not the inside.
Because it would change the flavor of the beverage. It's this definitely
Make it
sounds like
poisonous.
it's have you talked to the grocers yet?
We have not.
Okay. Well, he says that if you get the grocers to agree that you should become a charter, that would probably hold weight with all the others. And we move over to John made a roll, so we're going to go back to Greg. That's the way we're going to move this big die around the table then. Greg, where do you want to go to?
All right.
We've seen, I think, what? The
All right.
Brewers, and who was the other ones? The Painters?
No,
I
the
don't think we've seen the painters yet. But we
No, we saw
the
the
jointer.
joiners.
joiners and the
Joiners and the
Brewers.
Brewers. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking it was going to be the grocers. We're probably going to have to see all of them, and then none of them are going to have the authority to give us a charter, or at least say they can't. But let's go see the grocer, seeing that he's the least likely to need the tar.
All right. Give me a luck roll.
It's red logic. Okay. I still have my good luck, which, let's see. Oops, I missed the little button. I miss my good luck so often. All right.
Test the durability if you haven't already.
Oh, no. I miss it every time. I did a make roll on the durability.
And I missed my luck roll with my hat. I'm sitting there busily playing with my feather on my cap and not paying attention to what's going on. And this one, I do not want to lose my cap because my cap gives me it adds an XP and gives me +1 to weaponry. So I'm going to go ahead and make roll that durability on my cap. And I will take a point of damage for missing my luck roll. Rusty, you're up. I missed my luck roll.
Yep. Okay. Rusty missed his luck roll.
And check your durability if you need to. And Conrad.
I'll take my make roll.
Success.
Okay. The grocers say, well, I mean, there's definitely things that we could do with tar for storage and to eliminate the dampness of this place. But I believe that the head of the Brewers overstated the influence I have. Have you seen the Painters? They're the ones that inspire everyone. Or the Cloth, maybe.
Have we seen the painters?
I don't think you've seen
No,
it.
we haven't seen
No,
the
we
painter.
have not.
No.
Nor have we seen the cloth. So yeah, we're gonna have to go around luck rolls for everybody. So
Yeah.
They will
Oh,
all
that's right.
eventually join the Tar Nation. I'm just saying.
Give me a roll of luck. To determine
me,
that all
or-
of this is nonsense.
Is that me?
Yes, Conrad.
All right. I have missed my roll. It's an 11, right?
Well, over to John. John,
All right.
figure out that this is all nonsense.
Even with my pluses, I miss.
Okay, and Greg.
It's perfectly reasonable.
Seems fine to me.
Outsiders.
We
have
should
to
go see
play
everybody.
I made a lot. I knew Marley Flower was made it.
And
So
you
is
have
this
that
all
good lucky charm? So yeah, you made it, right?
Yeah.
You realize this is nonsense. The guild block is nonsense. It's not there to add members. It's not there to make any decisions. It more is a Byzantine house of trades, and you determine that it would probably take several lifetimes to build up the clout in order to get yourself any sort of recognition and the right charter badge to trade at the guild block. But, Greg, I will also ask you, where do you want to go to next? The guild block is a non-starter.
Can we just buy it?
So
Well, and in some ways you have tried, John, at the guild block. Maybe you can buy it in the market. Maybe the nuns sell them.
let's go to the market now. I don't know if we are, and I want to check it out anyways. And
Right.
yeah, maybe we could buy a counterfeit market. The guy
D4.
described how one books, and so you know, a 3.
It would be
Okay.
ironic if it was a non-starter. I'm just saying.
And you found the pun of it all. No, I'm not to pun the games. I've played some tournament games that were all puns. They tend to get very.
You run out of puns very quickly.
You run out of puns very quickly. All right, Undead Stench. I believe we have someone who is a fiend about Undead Stench, right? Greg, are you the undead expert?
I have 3 of them. The farm, greed and insanity, and undead stench.
I'm curses and slavers. So, undead stench -2, and it's a 2. Unfortunately, it's going to be that
You have to roll really low.
So everybody roll.
Yep.
Everybody rolls.
Got a 6. It would be good if I'm taking care of it.
I got a
Me
9.
and Gimpo might have to roll out for it. Me and Gimpo roll off for it. Conrad. I got a 6 again.
18.
All right. I take care of it.
Nice. That's unbelievable. That's
And
great.
we cancel the undead stench because of the expert involved. There's no reward, unfortunately. And here comes the next flip. A carved warning. Carved warning. We have something special about carved warnings. John at the moment is the lore master, but that could change. Let's roll a d20 each of us and see where the lore master moves to in the group.
Oh, I have expert and carved warning, by the way.
And that means that the light magic or reward the stop harm or whatever the card flip will be, if it affects you, and it could right now with that 8, you can end up passing it by. But who rolled high? John was still high.
I rolled
right?
high, 17. Yeah.
John, give me a D4.
Okay.
For the amount of your percentage, your boon increases of your lore master abilities.
Ooh. 3.
3, so it goes up by 3. I'm a 4%. John, where are you at?
6.
6%. John doubles
6, right?
me. Give me a D8, John, for your lore master's boon. What did you determine from these carved warnings? Somebody is trying to speak to us.
4. Gain a clue to demon's name.
Okay. So the demon has a name. We sort of love the fact that we know clues. We already had one. Was it the 7th symbol? I believe was the last thing we found out. Thank you. And we'll add to that the means to music. Okay. So we have the 7th symbol and the means to music. and that's not going to be huge.
Means to music.
But that could mean many things. And so the first clue I gave you was for the first word of the Overlord's real name, and this is the first clue of the Overlord's second name. And so we have to piece these together eventually. And there's up to 3 clues I can give you for each word. And the whole thing is a palindrome. So if you can figure out what the first word of his name is, you can figure out what the last word of his name is. And let's...
Maybe. That is not necessarily true. I'm just saying, from a palindrome guy, it's like, because you can have the full length of first, second, and third name be uneven.
You're
but
right.
Still be a palindrome.
That would be mean. I gotta redo my clues. No. Yeah, but that's true. I mean, go hang a salami. So let us go back to the carved warning itself. It's going to give us a stop harm. I do like that.
Yay! So we have a stop harm through the rest of the
adventure. And we need to do this 8 of diamonds, but John is a carved warning expert, which means if we make John make the rolls, he passes them immediately. So I vote that we let John handle the carved warning. And if there was any danger involved with it, in this case, there was rolls of weaponry or utility, and there was a roll of with the diamond luck, Rusty's favorite. So if we want to roll weaponry, light magic, and luck, we just say John will handle them all. Does that agree with everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. And we are down to one more encounter before we get across this city and over to the market square. It's a hazard. It triggers a peril. Now, peril's another new thing that's sort of added.
Okay, I'm an expert in hazard, by the way.
Oh, wonderful. The next D4 events are double damage from the peril. And that will carry over into wherever, whether it be underworld or whether it be city adventure or whatever. Anytime we flip these cards, the next D4, give me a D4, John.
Okay. 3.
The next 3, that's not a whole lot. The next 3 are going to be double damage.
Okay.
Including this one.
But if I'm an expert in hazard,
you are going to pass them, provided we flip the right card. Here comes the right card. It's an 8. It is a right card. It would mean an 8 of clubs. We would need somebody to make rolls of utility, weaponry. Actually, utility and weaponry. And John, you would end up making both of our utility and weaponry to pass the hazard.
I'm happy to do that if the party wants me to do that.
Yeah, it would save me from making any rolls, so I agree. And we can move that double damage down to only the next 2 events. You reach the market stalls. Well, first of all, they're very surprised that you would come to the market stalls. And they point out where the old seller of tar would stand, but he was very surprised. I should say the other people that run the different market stalls under orders of the guilds, they're surprised that Whitesnake is no longer in charge of this. Now, how can you sort of convince them that Whitesnake has sanctioned the sale of tar? Because these guys are a little bit apprehensive about letting us sell tar when Whitesnake is not really giving his approval.
We have Whitesnake with us.
We have Whitesnake with us.
All right, and that's the answer. You pull him out of your pocket and show that he's compliant and that he doesn't have a problem with you selling tar. You can poke him a few times until he agrees to say that he doesn't have a problem with you guys selling tar. And so the official of the day,
give him some cheese in his
give him some cheese. It's funny, yeah, but it's true. Give him a thimble of beer and a chunk of cheese, and let him sit there and
there you go.
and grimace and fart for the entertainment of the children. The official of the day finally walks around and he says, "You need to display your charter badge to trade. Did you, White Snake had one. Gosh, you could search back down in the tar pits to see if you left one behind. But I think eventually it comes down to the fact that without the charter badge to trade, you're not allowed to open the stall. They may let you do it one day, just today, because there's such a need for the tar. But guess what? Who has the authority to issue the charters?
The prefect?
Oh God, that would be really terrible. He's holed up in his garrison ward.
The Painters Guild.
Painters Guild. Nope, not the Painters Guild.
The nuns?
The nuns.
Oh, of course, the nuns.
The vacuum, they have seized the power of that. They say basically that you need to see the nun milady. She's the only authority in Rain Edge. Everyone's afraid of her. And so off you go, I guess. You also notice one thing. Give me a luck roll. Big die, I have it left on Conrad. I'll just have Conrad make it. Give me a luck roll, Conrad, since it'll move around the group if you fail.
Let me see here. Where's my screen? Luck
And
roll.
This is not an encounter, so it's not double damage. But go ahead.
11 success.
11 success. You notice that there's a pumping station close to the stall of where Whitesnake used to provide the tar. And
would I even know what a pumping station was?
Yeah, because I mean it's
because we picked up a pump earlier.
That's
Okay.
what the luck roll is doing. It's somehow in your mind you go, wait a second.
It's a movie. It's a move liquid through a pipe thing.
You probably harken back to our use of the pump of the fire truck against the spiders and say this is similar. This actually, and then you sort of crank it a little bit and realize that wow, this actually, if you could start this up with some dark magic and a flow of tar could go right to Rain Edge from here. Did you want to make a dark magic roll now and do that, or did you want to leave it undone at the moment?
Who's our dark magic guy? Is that you, Greg?
No, I mean
it's the Holy Man.
Other people have.
I'm good at it.
Yeah,
Wesley's our dark magic man.
Wave your wand.
Can we?
Thanks. We gotta rely on
What do
Rusty.
we get if we sell the tar here? Some silver?
Pardon, Rusty?
He said we could sell for a day. What do we get in silver for a day's worth of tar?
Oh yeah, probably a whole silver for a day's worth of tar. If
One silver?
Yeah,
Not
we
a
don't have
D4?
we don't have the patience to sell tar for a day. Okay, it's
All right. Okay, yeah.
but it's and haggling and everything else. We'd end up beating up too many people. We would end up stealing. We'll start to make 2d4 every session hereafter if we can just get the charter from the nuns.
We need a charter badge.
So
okay, got it.
And but are we going to activate the pump?
That's you, Rusty.
We can activate the pump now, and then we don't have to come back. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not going to hazard a guess either way. I mean, the luck roll told you that you could make the stall have a source of tar, so it doesn't have to be.
Here we go.
No,
magic.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
We should.
He's not going to make it anyway. He's Rusty.
He made it.
We can always dial it down, right?
What was your concern, Sean?
So I think we should have the charter badge before we activate the pump.
And the reason?
For authority.
To claim it, you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, there is some logic to that.
Because now anyone can go.
Yeah, anyone can sit there and start selling tar.
Because they don't have a charter either, and so
well, but I mean,
Yeah.
if I'm somebody who needs tar for my thatched roof to keep the rain from coming in every day.
Silver. We'll be out of silver for all the tar they sell.
You're gonna be out of. It's a
We'll make them
silver,
pay
man.
us. We'll make them pay us for the.
There's
silver,
not enough
the tar
silver
they
in
use.
the town to cover all the silver that you guys have taken from the town.
Wait. I have another issue though. I think we should start it because I think there's going to be game effects of it later on of starting the tar pumping. I think it might lower tar levels and reveal something.
I didn't
back in the
expect Rusty
caverns.
to make that roll, so it's
It was a miracle among miracles.
We're in
I
a
hate to
weird
undo
place
it.
right now.
We come all running back to him. No,
Yeah, I wasn't going to make
Too
that.
late. We're going
I
to
enunciated perfectly.
We said Rusty make the roll. Don't you
Yes.
understand?
Okay.
You
It's
said
19.
enunciated. I'm just saying.
So we're going to say it's on for the moment. It takes light magic to shut it off. If you ever need to decide to shut it off. And are you ready to roll a D4 events to get over to the Nun's Rest?
Yeah, whose turn is it to roll that D4?
John, you
Hopefully
can
not
certainly, as we leave, you could secretly make that light magic roll and shut it off if you have reservations. Greg brings up a point. It could have positive ramifications somehow on the campaign. It could have negative ramifications. It could have both.
If the group
Everyone
decides
knows
that
that Rusty
that is what
makes
should
the roll.
happen, I
As
will.
long as nobody's pumping it, you're fine.
Nothing bad ever happens when Rusty makes a roll.
Hey, all I want to know is what happened to my shoelaces. I had them on the other day, but
Hey,
Shoelaces
they're
got
broken.
failed. You refused to do a make roll to save your shoelaces.
oh, it's on me now, huh? I didn't pray
Yeah,
hard enough.
It is.
I didn't pray hard enough in my life for new shoelaces.
I think
stick
in
them like-
an alternate life, you're the one who came up with the requirement to do a whole bunch of luck rolls to
I
find
think-
out that we weren't going to get a charter.
I think
So-
we're going to put you in charge of feeding our ogre rat. All right. A D4. Rusty, give me a D4 and how many rolls we need to make to get across the city.
On
to
me? Oh my
yes,
god.
because it's more humorous.
Oh my gosh.
One.
Four.
Four.
All right. Well, the
You
next
shouldn't have
two
let me roll
flips
it.
are double damage. Here comes the first flip. It's a 3, and
That's not horrible.
He's good.
it's a lair. All
Does
right.
anybody have lair? I don't
So
think so.
we are so grumbling with each other as we're just that easy walk from the market square through the tangle of houses over to Nun's Rest. It's a large open area. We suddenly have crossed into a lair. Excuse me. Oh gosh, it's cold. The tape is going to be ruined. And it's a 3. A 3 is any one of the group is going to make a luck or light magic to get us past this lair. No addition. Double damage on the result. All tests -1. Rusty, since I put you on the spot, give me take a D4 silver.
One, of course. Okay, got it.
Very
Hey,
consistent.
if we had worked all day selling tar like you wanted to, we could have made a silver.
We could have.
All right,
We don't have to.
here comes the tests. Who's going to make a luck, or who's going to make a light magic? Anyone in the group, Rusty, your choice.
I'm good on luck and 4 on light magic. I could do either.
I'm good on luck, and I've made my durability on luck.
Yeah, I've made my durability test on luck and light magic. Let's see. Light magic I've also tested on 4. Who's good at light magic?
Nobody.
No one's good.
Nobody's good at light magic. Oh, so it's a luck or light magic. So I'll just do the luck.
I think it's
How about
both, right?
No, it's not buff because it's a
It's
heart.
3
A heart
hearts.
doesn't end.
Oh,
its
so
So
it's
it's either
4.
or.
Right.
So I'll do.
luck for
And
sure.
I've already done my test on luck because we
But
all
don't do luck, Rusty, because if you fail, somebody else will have to make it, and these are all double damage. Do light magic.
Oh, that's
and
true.
just take the
That's
2 points of damage.
I'll do the light.
You're suggesting Rusty's going to miss that luck roll?
Or
I'm gonna do
Wow.
I'm gonna do my light
It's almost
magic.
like people have been paying attention.
Oh, he
I
makes
did.
the light magic roll.
Me,
Look at
me,
that.
I'm trying to hold my shoes tight with tar, and because you guys made me give up my shoelaces somewhere. Okay, so you made a
Didn't
successful
make you
roll,
give it
Rusty. On
I
to the
know.
next event.
Unbelievable.
We heal
Okay.
a point of damage too.
One more double
Ambush.
damage, 3 more events to do, and it's an
Oh,
ambush.
luck -4. That's not good.
Ooh.
And a club.
Rusty healed a point of damage for that light magic roll, right?
Oh yeah, I killed a point of damage. You're right.
You did, sure.
Who's got the most damage?
Is that
I think
2
it's
points
me.
of damage though?
I
Because
think I'm 5 down, but
it's doubled.
No,
I
it's
think-
double the penalty, not double the fun.
I
I'm
think
down
it's-
3.
Conrad's down 5. Anybody else more than 5? Fred,
I'm
you
down
gotta kill
6.
one.
actually I'm down 6. But John's
just-
probably got less points than me, so
Just
John, you
take
take-
it off yourself, Rusty.
No, I've got
Can't
plenty.
make a stinking luck roll. All right, so luck or light magic, any of the group, and add a utility. So who's going to, Conrad, who's going to make a luck or light magic? And then who's also going to make a utility roll?
I'll start with the luck roll.
It's -4.
Actually, I'll start with the utility roll because I've rolled that one as well.
Okay, durability declines are a -2.
I have not made it yet, so yeah. Let's see. 16
Yeah.
-2
16.
-2 is a 12.
We noticed
That's a
some
success.
suspicious people that were following us. Obviously, they were Rakshasa in illusionary form. They ambush us, and we
No, it's
make
only
our,
luck rolls that are -4, Conrad.
and we make our light magic roll. And with our no, we made our utility roll. What utility roll did you make, Conrad, to sort of keep them away from us?
I rolled the altar blade. Use the
altar
reflection
blade.
of the altar. Use the reflection of the metal from the altar blade to see them.
Well, they probably also would be afraid of that. And so we still need a luck or light magic roll.
I
Light
will
magic
hand that one
makes a
to
lot more
Rusty.
sense.
All right, I'll do the light magic roll. This is double damage still.
Sure
And
is.
our utility has increased by 1 red.
So
Because you made a roll?
Even now. Okay,
No,
so-
we lost one because of the card.
We were down
For
2,
-1.
so we're now -1.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll do the light magic. Why not? Let's see. Oh, hey, that's my first roll on this.
There you go.
It is.
This
You
is
are
an
now an
ambush?
expert in ambush.
Oh, it's my
He's-
first expert.
He sees the unseen when it comes to people hating us.
Oh man.
And
Sweet.
we will move to John for the final card flip of the double damage, but we'll still have one card flip after this for events before we get to the nuns. All right.
Ace of Hearts.
Ace of
Okay.
Hearts. Now, aces are a single random person.
Do I get a reward?
Person. You get a D4.
D4, go ahead and take your silver, John, from the decrepit stairs.
4. Sweet.
We could have made that in a week at a.
Wow, that would have taken a
Tar.
lot of time. You want him to roll, not Rusty, when it comes
Could
to
have rolled.
silver.
We could have rolled for a week. At,
John, there's this
moving tar.
decrepit stairs. Let's find out who sees it. I rolled a 15.
Oh, we each roll a 20 die.
Yeah, D20, because aces and twos, only one person at random suffers this.
I rolled a 3.
Looks like Sir Lane.
Sir
John.
Yane. It's like Ian.
Ian.
Sir Yane.
It's an I, not an L.
Oh, Ian. So Yane. Okay, got it.
And it's probably like a Welsh or a Scottish spelling of it.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
a Scottish. It's the old Gaelic Scottish spelling of Ian.
Excuse me for mispronouncing.
No,
It's
you need to
my
apologize. That's how we
SCA
teach
name.
each other. And so the other thing is now the decrepit stairs. We see John walking up this decrepit stairs. Why is he doing such a stupid thing? Give us a luck or light magic roll, John.
Oh, I'm going to take a luck roll.
He's picking up pennies on this decrepit stairs.
I'm
It's obviously a trap.
Yeah, I'm using my my lucky hand axe to like
A lucky
The
hand
problem
axe
with
To
your
test
test
it.
with
for
the
tests for
luck
weak
roll
wood
is that
areas.
Yeah.
everybody's
Okay.
going to have to make it until it gets made, but that's all right.
Oh, and it fails miserably.
Okay, you'll need to test its durability on the lucky hand axe.
I'm gonna use a make roll for that.
Okay, he loves his lucky hand axe. Now, the decrepit stairs have passed, as well as the double damage. John, take your 2 points of damage for missing that one roll. Now, was that that was luck though, right? Oh, we're gonna punish the group. Greg, you need to make a luck roll. You need to save John
I
on
thought
the.
the previous card was our last card for the double
Nope.
damage.
Nope, it was this one. And Greg, you're attracted by the silver staircase that John is knocking
roll.
points out of. Luck roll.
All right, no problem. I got good luck. Oh my God, just like every time. All right.
It's going to come to the Rusty to close out on the luck.
Yeah, I guess.
And over to me, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
I missed with my hat. I took 2 points of damage.
Oh, we're on double damage. Yep, that's right. Sorry, I take an extra.
I made, let's see, it's not a minus, right? I made it.
And Rusty has made the roll. Last event roll before we get to the Nun's Rest. Cryptic puzzle. Towards a mulligan. And a jack.
This might be a good one to do the no harm. Although we lose the mulligan if we do that.
Stop harm. Stop harm. A weaponry or restoration, everyone, but we're also going to add luck to that.
So this might be a good one to give up the mulligan and just use our stop harm.
Is that the desire, Rusty, for you?
It's not my. Is it my decision?
It's anyone's decision.
It's my decision. I think that's would be a good thing to do.
Okay, we're going to go ahead.
This is our first base card, and
there's no real reward from this, so let's get on to the Nun's Rest.
The mulligan's a pretty good reward.
And, well, can be. All right, Range badly needs the tar. The section has an adjunct establishment. The Nun's Rest actually is also the city's central latrine. It's cleaned by the nuns who charge a urine fee. The collected effluent has been at times sold to the tanneries, but there hasn't been any new game to speak of to actually make tanned hides in the city in a long time. The power and rainage is controlled by the nuns. If you can get to Milady, she will actually gladly give you a charter badge in order to reestablish the tar trade into the city there. And so we're going to use the surface map. That's our nice oft-used map with the center tree off to the side. And enter at sub A, frequently entering at sub A. And you hope that you're not going to have to burst in to gain an audience at knife point with Milady. But you do know from previous travels that the nuns here are cantankerous in their best mood and downright belligerent or dangerous to people from Winesod overall. The whole area is considered hollow ground, and we are considered just sacrilegious to be moving across it. All right, does everyone have the preface of what we're doing and where we're going? I'm going to start with Greg. Greg, you have a choice. You can go to B, C, or G from here.
Or G?
Yeah.
Oh,
You write down.
yeah. Let's go right into B. B looks like a cozy place.
Okay, into B. Now you meet this good fella, and he greets you actually rather warmly. He says, "I'm on my way to Mass, of course. The man will inquire what folk from Winesod are doing in Rain Edge. Why are you here?"
Oh, we're supposed to be here. We're
Tell him they're trying to restore the tar trade.
yes,
Tell him the truth.
Exactly.
Yeah, tell him the truth. You're here to restore this. Well, he says, well, you need to impress my lady in order for that to. And
where might she be?
Well, she does move around a bit. I'm on my way to Mass. Most of us assemble for Mass at this time.
Wouldn't she assemble for Mass?
Probably.
Yeah. Lead Mass. I don't know.
So where is Mass?
Mass is Mass begins in the soul, and then there's there's plenty of places.
That's something we would say.
Yes, there's plenty of places around the city.
Well, Mass begins in the soul.
Yes.
Why would you expect me to know where Mass begins? Other than that?
He says, well, yeah, it's yeah, you caught him in a lie. I'm here to get drunk. And so I'm gonna casually move the die over to Rusty and mark B off. And what do you want to do, Rusty, after that?
Okay, so he was useless. Okay, got it, but he wasn't harmful. Right.
No, he didn't pelt you with rocks and garbage.
Okay, well, so now we can go to Charlie.
The shopkeeper was lying.
Yeah, so Charlie or golf. Okay, well, I like C for Charlie.
I'll allow you to pass through the buildings on B and make it to E, G, or M.
I want to know where I can get drunk. Because we could check that place off because we know she won't be there.
You just ask Rusty because how many wineskins does he carry? He usually carrying 2, and one of them is double size, if I recall, unless he sold them all.
You could go to E or G. And what
I'll
was
allow
the
you to
third
pass
letter?
through. Yeah, you can pass through and allow you to go to E or G as well. E, G, or M. So you can go to.
M is in the center.
Yeah, if you pass through, like to here.
Okay, I'll
straight down.
You want to go straight to M? You can.
Right to the
this
tree.
may or may not be a Tasha at the moment when the faster you move, the worse it gets.
I'm sure it is a Tasha movement, but I always like the great trees.
Well,
Let's
we're looking
go
for
to
Mass.
You have
We're looking for where they might do Mass. How about down at X?
Right into the central urinals. The courtyard is surrounded by troughs. These are used as a grand urinal on the city. The place just reeks. Any sort of purpose for this is long stopped. Now the visitors are just likely to piss on the ground around this place. So it's a horrid mud field. I guess nothing worse than Winesod, but we have not flipped the card.
Right at home.
And I go over to Conrad. Conrad, where'd you like to go next?
I want to head towards X because I think that's where the Mass is going to be held.
All right.
Wow. Down the roads.
X. All right. Now, you definitely, when you reach X, the soil here seems newly turned over. It looks like that fabled quicksand that we all dreaded as kids. So
we spent a lot of our life trying to figure out how to handle quicksand.
When the players, probably Rusty, takes their first step into the area, skeletal hands just sort of
swim.
Yeah, we knew that was happening.
Lurch out of the ground.
Swim. Don't make fast moves.
Grasp and
spread your weight
jaws
out.
Appear and start to snap.
Don't panic. I tell you, man, don't panic.
Yes, don't panic. The worms writhe and the ground gimbals. Now the challenge unfolds in rounds. You're gonna hate
panic.
This. Each round acts as a pause by the players to let the whole scene stabilize. To cross the grounds and reach the chapel will take at least 25 good manly steps. Now, each
Yikes.
set of steps counts as a round, requiring a test against any carried object. I will ask you how you stop the protruding skulls, oily muck, rampant fear, and how do you aid others, etc. And you can roll using each object just once. So divide your steps carefully. Also, the roll for success and the durability subsequently roll if you fail increases by a mod of 1, not from the number of steps that you take, but from the actual round. So the longer it takes you to reach the central temple there.
So do we have to make 25 total rolls,
No,
or
each
25?
Each set only requires a single roll, and the def mod is going to increase. But here's the rub: the more steps you take with failure, the more damage you're going to take. Does that make sense?
No,
I'm not.
I don't
Is it?
understand. I don't know how many rolls we have to make.
So you're going to make as many rolls as you desire. You could take 25 rounds and make 25 steps, and then each step would only cause 1 point of damage. But you would be testing 25 different objects, and some of you might run out of objects to get there. Also, there's going to probably be an absolute limit in here, and if you exceed that absolute limit, well, it's going to be resurrection time. But you can decide right now, the hell with it, I'm going to run 25 steps all the way across. I'm going to do it testing this, and maybe even roll and make roll if you wish.
Right. So in other words, if you said I'm going to make a 25-step jump, and
Yeah, you can if you wish.
Test one item, and if I do a make roll, then I make it. Is that right?
There are some assumptions in there, but you may you may try that. Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and try that.
Can I use Whitesnake to ask him if that makes sense?
Sure.
To do a just dash across the.
When you talk to him, I'm going to have you make a light magic roll, or else he's going to become big size, and then you're going to have to defeat him and put him back in small size. But yes, you can ask Whitesnake questions. You can also ask Dobby questions if you want. Although Dobby may get upset and move to somebody else, but he's overdue for moving to somebody else. But your choice.
I will use the Whitesnake, and I'll use a make roll to talk to him about dashing across the. What would be the downside of dashing across
You dash across this, and the chance that you're going to die is astronomical, even with your make rolls. You'll make it to the other side, but you'll be torn to pieces before you do it. You know,
so
all the
not
parts
the
of you will
answer.
get across, but just in a I will cut this paste out. He says that your dark magic guy is going to take the number of steps doubled in damage and suffer a bad fate. So he's going to suffer 50 points of damage and have a bad fate roll. I don't know, Rusty, you probably could take 50 points of damage.
Nope.
That's
Well, I could with 1 hit point left, it looks like.
Right. So then,
But
depending
not
upon
if I use the make roll, then I'd be -2. So.
And you'd have to drop everything in the muck.
yeah.
So there's going to be an auto damage to this as well, depending on how many steps you take. Now that take number of steps doubled in damage and a bad fate roll, that's from a table, and that's the worst case that you're going to roll on the table. Now how you roll and what
So
you
you
roll
could
for that
you
table.
could take 5 steps, Rusty. Make a roll.
We could just test the ground by going 5 steps if you want.
And then you take 10 points of damage potentially.
Why don't we just ignore this and go to another letter?
Well, this is the lady we need, right? Oh, you're.
What?
We
No,
don't
it
know if
isn't.
she's here or not. Yeah,
we don't know if we don't know, which could be another one of these roll of 25 lux and find out it's Noah. So we don't know X is the right place, do we?
You do not know that X is the right place.
Yeah.
You certainly have not talked to enough people along the way to know that you're headed to X.
Fair enough.
But at the same time, would I set up the hallowed ground in this whole situation, just have a random place in the middle, and you guys could say, I don't want to do this?
Yeah, probably.
This is probably the place.
John, make me a luck roll.
All right.
Never make luck.
13. Yes.
John, you're pretty sure this is a place.
I'm pretty sure this is the place.
Yeah.
So the question is, how small do we want to make the steps, guys?
That's the question. That's the first question we want to make.
So we've got to break 25 into a certain number of elements, and each element that you break it down to, you risk an item, right? And a roll.
What you're assuming is that if you break it down into smaller elements, take the number of steps doubled in damage and bad fate is less likely.
Yeah. Yes.
And yeah.
So who's our brave man, John? Is it you or me?
I'll be brave. I'm okay. I have no teeth. I have nothing.
But
to
you
lose.
leave your good stuff outside before so we don't have to go into the muck field.
Yes, we don't. We don't have to. Maybe we should rope the bodies together so at least we can just drag them through. Put all of your gear in a big sack, and then. The gear recovery I would think is secondary to whether or not we're rolling resurrection rolls to people that are only halfway into the hollowed ground and then going back. John,
do you think if somebody gets through it, then can we all get through it? It's like a minefield.
You mean find a path?
Yeah.
No, because the undead in the ground they'll move.
Well, this is a Sir Robin event, right? So the first guy that does it, we realize, that's not so hard.
Yes.
Well, that wasn't so bad.
Answer these questions 3. Off you go.
Absolutely.
off with you.
Oh.
What is your name? What is your quest?
What's your favorite color? Off you go.
That's easy.
No, it's blue.
So you're saying that we all have to make all of the rolls for the 25?
No, see, you're fixated on 25 rolls. It's not 25 rolls. It could be
25 steps.
It's 25 steps.
Okay.
The steps.
Let's call it five groups of 5 steps.
That's what I'm.
That's the way to do it.
5
You
steps.
5 groups is 5 steps.
Yeah.
And we all have to do that and take all the damage.
Well, all the damage again.
Some of us wait outside.
Depends
you
on
don't
your
know
rolls.
what the damage is. Why don't you just have somebody test it and then you roll?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So let's have somebody test it. So it's either John or me, right?
Someone with the most amount of hit points, I would think.
Oh well, that would not be me. I'm just saying.
Well, then that's me.
Okay, so Conrad is going to be the first attempt. How many steps are you going to take?
I'm going to take 3 steps.
All right, 3 steps. You took 3 steps in. Now, when you finally stop to let things settle, that counts as a round. And so next round, you're going to apply a death mod of -1 on your roll. So you've taken 3 steps out of 25. You're only partially there. It's easier to go back than it is to go forward. And you now need to pick an object like your spear and say that I'm poking the hands and the skulls and the jaws and the kicks of the undead limbs away from me. And then you make a roll of weaponry in that case. If the object has weaponry, utility, if the object is utility.
Right.
And then go ahead and make the roll, Conrad.
So Warhammer, let's just do it right off the top.
Sounds good. You cannot use the same object twice.
And that was a success.
Okay, that is a success.
Now,
very good.
Is it? I can only use the same item if it has 2 properties on it. Can I use it twice, or is it just once?
You can use a different property on the same object if you wish, but it would if you fail. You're testing durability again at -1. Yep. Okay. So that you're 3 steps in. So now here's the danger. You took 3 steps through this. You're going to roll a D3 for 3 steps, and then I'm going to consult my table and tell you how much additional damage you took.
Well, that's no fun.
So do a /roll space D3 and tell me what the number is.
1D3. 3.
3. Okay. You're going to take damage equal to the number of steps you took.
3 points of damage. Ouch.
And I go to John. John, how many steps do you want to take?
I'm going to take 5.
Okay, John takes 5. And then how do you beat
I'm
away all the
going
monsters?
I'm going back to the mechanics. Do we all have to do this, or can just one of us go do it and get the charter?
You do not know, Rusty.
I would say just
Why
let
don't we
two of us go,
try-
Rusty, and
Why
find
don't we
out.
try just having one person go?
Well, we're
to see
learning
if
as
they
we go,
can-
right? John may find that 5's a better combination. 5's a better number
Those
of
who
steps.
cross are going to get an XP.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well,
Ooh,
those
look
who
at that.
die lose.
Well, you don't ever die. You just need to have your friends make light magic rolls and bring you back.
Well, the whole group could die then. No, it's
Well,
like
yes, the
magic
whole
plus
group could die. I mean,
restoration.
if we're that unlucky, we're going to all die. Okay? I mean,
Right.
I could be killing you all here, Rusty. That is true. You could survive making 25 steps.
John,
That's the
It's
worst
the trick
case
is
that
to
you take
find
till
to find the right number. And John tried 5, I tried 3, right? I took a little bite, it hurt me 3 points. If John hits for 5 points, then we know some rolls are going to be doubles, some rolls are going to
But
be singles,
it
right?
depended on the fact that you rolled a 3. If you
Right,
rolled
right.
something different, you could have taken
It might be
double
worse.
digit
That's right.
points. So, no. Okay, go
So
ahead.
2 might be the right number if you've got
Or-
enough items to make the 2 roll. 2.
It might be.
All right,
So
I
John
would
took
think
5 steps.
larger would be better than smaller. But anyway,
All right, John took 5 steps. How do you beat away the monsters?
So I've got my my hand axe as a good utility, and I'm pushing
Yeah.
the monsters away. The
Yep,
skeletons.
absolutely. Loosen the soil a little bit with some cracked skull.
Absolutely. So, and I roll a 15. I'm good.
15. You easily made it. And you took 5 steps. Roll me a D5.
5. Okay. Two.
2. John, you'll take a D4 points of damage.
Okay. 4, of course.
That's a lot of damage, but it was 5 steps.
It was.
I go
Okay.
to Greg. Greg, how many steps do you take into the hallowed ground?
Greg, I would let the other 2 finish and see if they can get the charter without us.
We might not get the experience points if we do that after that. Although it is smart. But I just for kicks, I'm going to go 4 steps. All right, I'm
4
gonna try
steps.
to-
Okay, and how do you beat away the skeletal fingers grasping at your ankles?
Obviously, the easiest would be to use my holy mace to just bash them away from me.
Sounds good.
I got 13, so I succeeded that. And then, okay, so what do I do for 4 steps? Roll T4.
D4, yep.
The main reason I did it. 4, of course.
And 4 is you suffer a bad fate. Give me a die 8.
5.
5. Decline a random object's durability. How many objects do you have?
A bunch. Hold on a second. Let's look. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 objects.
So die 12.
And decline the first one's durability.
First one, the wineskin, poor restoration.
Just
That
cross
just
it off.
breaks.
It's gone.
Yeah.
You you dropped your wineskin as you were crawling across or running across this area.
Not
All right.
a big.
I'm
Hey,
going to
look,
take
no damage.
I'm going to take 15 steps. I'm going to take 15 steps and make a good roll with weaponry. I'll save that. I got a good roll with rope, good roll. I got a good roll with restoration. I remember that the mustard paste actually repels the undead. I think our undead expert told me that. No, he didn't. And so I will coat my mustard paste on my shoes as I take my 15 steps. And I need to roll an 11. And I have made it. And I do not test durability. I took 15 steps, and I'm going to roll a d15. And I rolled a 12.
Yikes.
I am going to take double the number of steps and damage and bad fate roll. I took 30 points of damage.
That's not good.
Ow.
And I get a bad fate roll. D8, right?
Okay, so
6. And my bad fate roll is I blank all my assigned pips. I have no current pips, so I don't blank anything. But I took 30 points of damage. I can take 30 points of damage. It's not terrible to me to take 30 points of damage. It's sad, but
You're not there yet, though.
my 48 minus 35 is 12, 13. All right. I am 15 steps in the garden. I'm more worried about myself. And I also wanted to show how bad it can be.
What's your backup, Red? What is the number to back up?
Oh, it'd be 15 steps now.
So 15 back. So you're 15 in and 15 out.
Yeah.
You're pot committed.
Now, if I took another 10 steps and had the exact same result, I will take another 20 points of damage and a bad check, and I will still be up. I may have to drop a piece of gear, but I will still be up.
Okay.
All right. All right. Where are we going to go from here? I go to Rusty. Rusty, now it's your time. You have to decide.
Guys.
If you do not want to participate, it's not worth the XP point for you, Rusty. Then you want to wander from the area.
No, I'll just watch.
Okay.
And by watch, he means laugh.
You have been warned, Rusty. All right, we are round 2 of this now. The def mod is -1. I'm going to go back to Conrad. Conrad, you previously took 3 steps, right?
Yes.
How many more are you going to take?
I'm going to take 5.
Okay, make my roll.
Use my armor with the luck roll. And that's a 20, so that's a success.
Success.
And I rolled a 5, so I'm rolling /R1D5.
Yep.
And I want to roll low. 3's not low, so I think that's take 5 points of damage, if I remember.
Yep, take damage and number of steps.
Okay.
And we go to John.
All right. I'm going to take 10 steps.
Okay.
Took
For
5
penny and for
previously. Yeah. I got to just figure out what the heck I'm using. So I'm going to use my my spider leg and be poking the ground, trying to make my way, pushing these skeletons away from me. Okay, and 16.
Successful.
Yes.
And you took 5 steps?
I took 10.
10.
Actually.
/ roll D10, please.
Okay. 2.
2. You took a D4 points of damage.
I'll take that. 2.
2
I
points
took
of
2.
damage.
Yes.
Greg.
all right. I am going to use a flask of oil
Okay.
to put down a line of oil on each side of me to make like a path, a flaming path to repel the skeletons.
We'll
something
find your body later with it.
Yes, and I will move 6 steps ahead. And okay, so first let me roll the utility 11, and it is a 4 utility, so that fails. And then let me roll a durability on that. A 9 is 4, so that makes it.
And so you missed the roll with the 11?
Missed the roll. Yes.
So you're going to take a point of damage from that missed roll. And of course, we're -1 at this. It's the second round. And then it survived the durability. And now how many steps did you take?
I'm in the game.
So
Slash
roll
roll.
D6.
Yes. If you took 6 steps, yep, / roll D6.
Or I could just hit the D6. So
Yeah,
3.
easy. 3. So you're going to take the number of steps and damage.
So 6 damage.
Back to me. I'm going to take 10 steps. I'll use my spider spear. And I made my roll. And I'm going to roll a D10. And I rolled a 9. And I'm going to take double my damage and a bad fate roll.
Oh, ow, ow, ow.
The bad fate roll is an 8. Suffer the damage previously taken again. So I took 20 points of damage and then 20 points of damage. That brings me down. That's like
not
75
particularly
points
helpful.
of damage. I'm bleeding. I'm being torn alive. You were right. You were right, Rusty. You were right.
Quicksand's a killer.
Come save
We
me.
didn't really need to sell tar, guys. So what's 2d4 of
It's the
silver
shoelaces.
anyway?
He lost his shoelaces, and from there, his life has never been the same.
You better hope you don't need to do this every time you want to talk to the nun. That's all I got to say to you. Okay, I'm down. So now if anyone in their actions as well could apply a single light magic, at least I'm across, but I'm spitting blood and hemorrhaging there. And we go to Rusty. Rusty, you still sitting out? I strongly advise you to leave the area because these things are coming out of the ground.
Right. So
Either mad dash
I will
with the
go
rest of
ahead,
us.
try and get it going. Do we have to resurrect? We do the resurrection of red now, or what?
Yeah, but I'm too far away from you.
Okay, I'll do a d6.
You'll do 6 steps.
Yes, 6 steps.
Okay.
I'll do 6 steps. So what do I roll? A d6?
Well, first you have to describe how you get across the undead yard.
Yes, I'm going.
What object are you using?
Yes, I'm going to use my utility poor scarf, cloth scarf, and try and make a utility roll. So it's a poor, and I made it.
Okay, and now you're going to roll a d6.
Now I roll a d6.
It's going to be a 6 for you.
Could be
3. Take your steps and damage.
Okay, I got 3 damage. Got it.
Back to Conrad.
I'm going to take 10 steps using my the luck.
Now, do we
I'm
start
sorry.
with Conrad or do we start with me? No, we start. Who do we
Start
start
with
with?
Conrad.
Conrad,
with
we're
me.
now in the 3rd. It's a death mod of -2. The ground around the temple is starting to really bubble.
Okay, I am going to use my. I want to use my light magic because I want to throw a point to red. Let me use my dark magic. No, I guess not. That's no good. That won't help you, will it? I have a flask of oil which has pour light magic on it. I'm going to use that red. I'm going to make 10 steps, but I'm going to use a make roll on the pour light magic to give you a point of health back.
Okay, that'll be my
So
1 point of health that I can cobble along with. It's
And that gets that.
I'm
I
not
don't
going to
have
be able
roll
to
for
carry
that.
much with that.
Yeah, that's all right, but it'll get you standing, right? And then I'm going to roll a slash die 10, right? Just the 1. I want to roll low here. And 10 is not low.
You're going to take double that number of steps and damage and a bad faith roll. Roll me a d8, please.
D8. Wait, 8.
That's
8, I'm
double
sorry.
if it's the same as reds.
And 8 is whatever damage you last took, you're going to suffer again.
Okay.
So you took 20 points of damage and then 20 points of damage. But you're across the yard, is that correct, with 10 final steps or not?
No, I'm still short.
Still short. He's in no man's land. That's not a good place to be, and not a good place to fall. We go over to John. How many
Okay.
steps do you totaled so far, John?
15. So I'm going to
15.
take 10 more steps to get across.
John is going to get across. He's going to risk it. He's going to roll low.
And so I want to use. So if I use Pour Light Magic and throw another one your way, what does that do?
Well,
So-
it gives
But
me
I do a
one
make
more hit
roll.
point.
If I do a make roll,
Yeah,
then-
it'll still only give me 1 point.
okay. But you're way down.
Well, technically, don't do that because you can't. I'm dead. You have to actually
Gotcha.
resurrect me. Conrad, same way. That point of damage, you can take it back yourself.
Gotcha.
I'm not
To
dead
resurrect
yet,
me.
but,
To resurrect me, it must be a decision by the party, and everyone must roll a light magic and a restoration. The
Okay.
restoration is how much of yourself it may take away.
Gotcha.
That'll come after me. I mean, after this. Or you do not need to decide to bring me back, although I have a lot of XP.
Good stuff. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So I am going to use my dragon tooth as a sort of a divining tooth to move my path through past all those guys.
Step on the skulls, not next to the skulls.
Right, on the skulls, not next to the skulls. Okay,
I'll
That's-
croak that as I cough
a
up
good
blood.
thought. And I made it.
Don't do what I did. Okay, John, you got to cross, but now the ugly one, you need to slash D10. You want a low number.
And a D10. 6.
6. Take number of steps doubled in damage. 20 points of damage.
Okay, I am
But you're
still
across,
up and
right?
I am across.
Man.
Ow.
First across alive. And we go to Greg.
I'm going to take 5 steps this time
Okay.
with my my rope. I'm going to like lasso a gargoyle, overhead or along the edge of the courtyard or something, and
swing above him.
swing forward 5 steps.
Okay.
And so first, let me roll good utility. 15, made that. And then so I roll a D5.
Correct.
I got a 3.
Take number of steps in damage.
Here you go.
And I'm down and rusty.
I'll take it's 25 total I have to do, right? I'll do another D6. I'm going to
You'll
use
do another 6 steps, you're saying, right?
I'll do another 6 steps, excuse me, and I'm going to use my my luck, because if I use my luck, it doesn't mean that everybody has to do luck after me if I fail. Is that true?
Nope, because this is a group event.
Okay. So my failure doesn't cause everybody else to do luck. Okay.
That is
good.
correct.
So I'll do my luck, and it is good, and it has already been tested for durability. So let's roll that. I did a 9, and my luck has already been. No, it has not. But I'll just take the point of damage, and it's already been rolled for durability. And now I roll a D6, right?
Correct.
For result. Low number 4.
4. Bad fate. Give me a D8, Rusty.
Oh, Jesus. All right. A 3.
A 3. Double damage from now on going forward.
Jesus.
for him or for everyone?
Nope, just for him.
Dude,
Okay.
what a death
Oh,
wish.
he's
Okay,
you're,
got it.
You ain't making it.
Yeah, I'm
sir.
close.
No, so Rusty, you are in the worst possible situation here. I got to say, unfortunately, because you're 12 steps in, you are 13 steps from getting there, and 12 steps from running out of this adventure.
He just needs a die roll, right? He can't. If he rolls high, he's dead. If he rolls low, he's alive.
That's true. He's gonna maybe mad rush the last 12 because he's also you lost a turn. You're a step behind. If you went 6 and 6, you're dead. So just to keep that in mind, Conrad, 4th round here. Everyone's at -3.
I guess I gotta roll. I guess I gotta roll the last 7, right? And just
Okay,
take a chance.
go to last 7.
So,
Sure.
Yeah, it's my only choice because 7 doesn't kill me.
7
But-
in its
but
worst
it-
case doesn't kill you unless the bad
Unless I
fate
get a
roll
double,
doubles
right,
the
then it's-
doubles. Yeah.
So I'm gonna use my my surgical tools, which have been durability tested. They're good utility. So here's the die 20, and that's a fail. So that's a point of damage, or at least
Point
a
of
point of damage.
Test your durability.
It's already been tested,
Sounds good. And then roll me a D7, please.
and now I need the low roll here, right? This is
Yes.
the life or death here. Okay. And 1d7.
It's the
7.
saving throw.
And that was not low.
That is
Okay,
not low.
take number of steps doubled in damage to 14 points of damage. I
That
think
puts
you're
me
still
down.
up.
No, that puts me
No,
down.
he's-
Because I took 40 on the last one, right?
You took 40 on the
Yeah.
last one. How did you
He
take 40
did.
on the last one?
Double, right?
Did you,
You got
did
20 and then 20.
double the consequences of past?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So he did 10 steps, double damage, and then
Suffer
double.
the damage previous again. So 10 steps at double damage, doubled again. Yeah. Conrad, you make it there, but you're going to need the resurrection as well. John is going to become the holy man of the group. So you're laying next to me.
Yeah.
Stack the bodies like cordwood. John is already in. Greg, how many steps you got left?
I have 10 steps left. So
Okay.
I'm at 15.
If you go 5 and 5, you could make it.
Yeah, that was the plan. So this time I'm going to pole vault with my spider leg spear to try to get over more of them
Sounds good.
for 5 more steps. So let's do, here's the D20, a 9, 10. Are we at, we're at
Minus
-4 or
3.
something like -3. So even with the +2, that's still going to fail. So I fail that one. So let's take the damage there. And then we roll a D5. And a 1. Oh, let's see what happens on a 1.
A
think
1.
anybody's
Take
rolled one
1
yet.
point of damage.
All right. Let's.
There you go.
Rusty, you have 2 rounds to get 13 steps.
Right.
Just roll 13, Rusty.
Or two
Just go
or
13.
two or 2 rounds to go.
No, the problem
12
is
steps.
with the 13, I got a very good chance of getting double damage, and I'm already double damaged. It'll just kill me. So I'm better off going lower, so I don't get the double damage.
Unless the last guy in the pitch gets damaged because he's the last guy, in which case
Yeah, that would be mean.
If it is, then I'm screwed anyway.
It's pretty
Yeah,
mean anyway, this whole attack. So you're going to do 6 and 7, Rusty, rather than do.
No, I'm gonna do 4, 4, and 4. I mean, no.
I'm sorry, Rusty?
I'm gonna do 4, 4, and 5.
No, you can't
No, I'm
do. You've got
gonna
2 turns
Why do I have 2 turns?
because the ground is going to swallow you in 2 turns.
Jesus. Got another thing. Okay,
You
great.
delayed the first round.
I
on
understand.
you. Now, if you go
I
6 and
understand.
6 and run away, you don't get the XP, but it could save your life, or you just join Conrad and I. John,
the mud's
resurrect
kind
in
of nice,
3.
Rusty. It's warm. It's got a
John,
got a
it
nice
is.
texture to it.
It's a lot warmer than Winesod ever was. John, do you mind resurrecting 3 any less than resurrecting 2?
No, not at all. It's like
Let John
Well,
have his
let's-
glory.
Let's
I'm
kill
here.
myself.
I'm a
here.
lore
So we'll-
master.
It comes down to a die roll, Rusty.
It
We'll
does.
do the 6.
I
Right.
rolled high numbers
All
on
right,
all
do the
my
6.
all my
Okay.
damages.
You
The
leave the
6.
7 till next round. You are double damaged now
And
for the rest of this encounter.
I'm using my weapon, spider legs. So,
Okay.
got it. So let's
He
see,
doesn't
roll.
sound positive. I'm just saying.
He doesn't. This is the way he usually plays.
Oh, he
so
made it.
back
Look
in
at
the
that.
element.
There you go.
Oh.
Got it. We actually have to taunt him in order to make him roll well. So
If you don't taunt him, it's like you're just buying trouble.
yeah.
All right, so now I roll my d6 and get my
Get the one.
quadruple damage. Oh, start the 6. All right, well, I'm dead right there.
All right, that's good. That's going to take number of steps doubled in damage. So you took 12 points of damage, doubles another 24 points of damage. Don't die in the garden. Don't
Plus
die in the
double?
garden.
Yes.
Wait, he did 12 steps?
No, he
No,
did
no,
six
he
steps.
He did
double.
Did
6.
6.
6.
But he
So
took
double-
double and then doubled again?
Because of the
because-
bad fate from the previous
Yeah,
round.
so 24 points.
Yes.
Ow.
Ah, Jug.
He's getting
That's a
ripped
bit-
apart in front of our eyes. I may be dead, but there's a slight smirk and smile on my face. You should have just run the whole distance. Whether you take 100 or
Oh,
whether you
boy.
take 25 and
But
nickel
I'm
and
standing
dime
on the platform going, come on, you can do it. You can do
All right.
it.
Next person.
All right, we're up to Conrad's across. Greg, last roll of 5.
5, yes. Okay, so this time I'm just like sprinting the last little bit, trusting to my lucky 4-leaf clover to keep me safe. And so that's a good luck. 19 actually
There you
made
go.
that. And then the D5 is a 1 again.
There you go. 1 point.
1 point of damage. This is piece of cake for you.
All right,
I
I
told
get a
you
cross
he's the
nut.
holy man.
Ow, that was kind of dangerous.
It's that damage roll. It's the killer.
But
You
it's
make
2
the
points,
roll.
right?
Yeah.
Because it's double damage, so it's 2 points.
Oh, why is it?
No,
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 he's not in double
No,
damage.
it's
He's
only
only.
Oh, I thought
Rusty
he was in
who's
double
Yeah,
got
damage.
Rusty
double
got the
damage.
bad fate that he's doubling all his damage. He's getting the eebie-weebies. He doesn't think he can make it. He saw 2 other people die. Friends for his full life, egging him on. I was probably the one saying, "Hey, this is piece of cake. What is everyone worried
You're saying
about?"
it more like this.
As I get 4 or 5 skeletal spears shoved through my chest. All right, Greg is across. Rusty, final roll for you.
7.
7
I'm going
steps.
to use, let's see, we'll do, yeah, so let's see, it's testing, which one do we want to do? We've done that one. Let's see. Yeah, of course, why not? So let's do the already tested light magic. So let's do that. 10 failed, so that's another 2 points of damage. Brings me to 33.
Did you test your durability on that light magic
Yes,
object?
it's already been tested.
All right, roll me a
So
D7.
now, a D7. Let's see here. Slash R D7.
Slash
what
R
is-
space D7.
All 5, of course, double damage.
Take damage as steps and a bad fate. So you took 14 points of damage, 7 steps doubled, and roll me a D8.
Minus 14. Right, and then roll you a D8.
D8, correct for the bad fate.
Oh, there's another double damage.
Is that 4?
It's a
Yeah,
4.
of course it's a 4.
4 is lose or break an object of your choice.
Oh, you will live.
I
Barely.
thought I rolled 4 before on bad faith, and you doubled all my damage.
Are you sure about that? Because I registered it as a 3.
I think it was a 4. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Nope, you're right. It's a 3. It's because it's it's a 3. You're right.
You're always accusing me of being mean to you.
You are. All right. So lose an object, destroy an object, my choice. Okay, got it.
Which one did you
Lost my-
take?
Lost scarf.
You destroyed your
Half
lucky
a slot
scarf?
Lost a half a slot lost scarf to utility 4.
Okay. So the monsters rended apart the lucky scarf as you ran out. Man, that's a good scarf. You should have maybe held on to that.
Yeah, I took a total of 47 points of damage.
Dang.
Well,
Or did I? Yes, doubled it. No, wait a minute. No, I took 7 doubled is 14, doubled again is 28, right?
Wait, why are we doubling and doubling again now? Because you took 7 on the last step. That was take number of steps and damage, I thought, only. And yeah, because you rolled a 5, Rusty. So you took 7 points of damage and a bad fate roll, but that 7 becomes 14. So you took 14 and lost your scarf on the last
So
set.
I've got 47 points of damage. So I'm still up.
Okay, Rusty is still alive. Greg,
Barely.
Greg
That would've
Squires
killed
is
me.
still alive. John Morgan is still alive. 3 of
Yeah,
you are
I'm not
still
gonna-
alive.
I'm not
If
gonna be
you
able to
lose
make these resurrection rolls, though, guys.
Well,
so, but anyway.
if you let's hold off on that now. Before you decide to resurrect us, you can take all of our gear and sell it and leave us for dead in the hollowed ground. I've always wanted to be buried in hollow ground. Or you guys will need to make resurrection rolls for Conrad and I would say do Conrad first since he has more points. We'll move Dobby as a penalty for Conrad being resurrected, but so he'll lose his double silver. But
White Snake too, right?
the control of White Snake is going to go up in the air, yeah, because Conrad was controlling White Snake. Well, unless you bring Conrad back to life. So go ahead and first resurrect Conrad. We need you guys to make 3 light magic rolls. At least one of you must be successful on light magic to give him a point back. And I think that's the way it is. Or do I give half back? Let me reread the resurrection rolls. I've written them and rewritten them several times. I think I might like the fact that you resurrect a person who's permanently down. But no, the way it reads at the moment is all players must make light magic and restoration. That's 2 rolls each to return a dead person to up to half their starting HPs.
Can Rusty afford that roll?
Holy smokes.
I've got a total of 7 hit points before I start losing.
boy.
Okay, so here's the deal. If Rusty misses his light magic and misses his restoration rolls, he's taking double damage still. So he could kill himself, bringing Conrad back to life.
Oh, I still have double damage?
You'll take double damage.
So,
You take.
so it can't be one person tries to resurrect one person.
It's got to be the party.
It's gotta be the group.
Would have been better off if just one of us made it across to try and resurrect? I don't know.
Because then once they resurrect somebody, then both of them have to do it.
Well, we could have just sent one person across, but only one person would have gotten the bonus XP, and 3 of
Gotcha.
us of 5
Yeah.
made it. So.
Okay.
If I get the bonus
Well,
XP
well, the bonus
then-
XP. Hey, I may be dead, but I'm taking my bonus XP.
And
So when you bring me back to life, I'm a 24 plus an odd one is I'm a 25. I'm huge. I'm 75 hit points. I should have been able to take the amount of damage I took, except somebody nickel and dime me for 3 or 4 extra points walking around the market. All right.
So we get our XP?
Yeah, everyone's got an XP.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
okay.
cross units.
All right,
But
Well, that's helpful.
Rusty,
so
yes, you
Even
are
if Rusty, I was going to say, even if Rusty does kill himself, then me and John have to make another roll, and then Rusty's back to half hit points.
Yeah, so it's almost better if Rusty dies.
Yeah,
so that he doesn't have to make a second roll on me, right? You're saying.
yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, first of all, everyone make a light magic roll. Go around the table, Rusty.
Okay.
my light magic is terrible.
I think everybody's is.
Your luck
I don't
in
think
general
that's a
was terrible.
category, actually.
Oh, I made my
There
light.
you go.
All
You
right.
should not have waited and watched for a round. Greg did it the absolute best way. You just take 5
I did
steps
it again.
very cautiously 5 times.
And so now
I was
I have to
noticing-
make a light magic roll? Is that how this works?
That is correct. Everyone's going to make a light magic roll, and everyone's going to make a restoration roll from the effect of the light magic bringing back the dead.
Okay. Does my light magic heal have to go into the person we're with?
No,
I'm
you can
gonna
take it back yourself.
use a pip
You're going to apply pips to get +2. Sure.
to
Go
get
ahead.
+2. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
for success. So
And Greg. And those the points you
I
get from that, you don't need to put them back in the person you're resurrecting.
I rolled the 17. I made it.
Oh, terrific. I'll probably change the resurrection rolls again and maybe just make it so the guy is nickel and dime being nursed along, but I'll decide that after this. Okay, so now you guys each need 3 rolls of restoration. Rusty, make a restoration roll. John, use your ointment, and Greg, use your cat's eye. I guess Rusty uses cat's eye as well.
Yes. Good restoration.
Failed. Double damage.
6
That's
points.
six.
Or better.
John,
So I'm
3
at-
points.
Hold on. So what do I have to do?
3 points of damage.
Pardon?
3 points of damage.
I take
That-
3 points of damage?
No, I did. That was my 2 there. For
Okay.
Oh, forgive me. Yes, no, John, you need to make a restoration roll. You need to use your
Okay.
ointment again and roll an
I
11.
do need to use my ointment, and I'm like spreading it thick. I'm just saying. 'Cause it's like,
The smell of the dead is all around.
come on, baby.
Hey,
I
I forgot to use the
you-
urinals in the center, so I'm afraid I've soiled my armor.
Okay, so I have a question in
Yes.
that. Is it better to go ahead and make the roll, or try to make the roll, or do a make roll?
We're
Just-
very close to the end of the hour, John. And
I would.
if you bring Conrad up, then Conrad's going to be joining you in the Holy Circle trying to bring me back up.
So that doesn't actually answer my question.
I
Just
would
saying.
use a make roll just because one of us has to get this restoration roll.
That
Rusty
is
and
not
I
true,
fail
Greg.
bugs.
No,
at least
just
one.
one.
At least one of you has to make the light magic roll, but the
Oh, okay.
restoration is just a penalty thing for you guys trying to bring back the dead.
Okay.
Okay, so if I don't make the roll, I just take a point of damage.
3 points.
of damage.
3 points of
So
damage.
in other words, doing
yeah,
a
that's
make
getting me really
roll-
close.
Doing the
But-
make roll saves you
Wait.
having to roll. Take the
Let
3
me
points of
repreface this. John, you're a gamer, and you need to make an 11 or better to avoid 3 points of damage.
What, on restoration? No, I have poor restoration.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
a 15 or better. Yeah, you may want to make roll that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's what I'm looking at. I'm like, I think, and so if I take
If
a
you
make
can afford
roll,
it.
You lose 3, but that's what you're going to lose anyway. So
that's what I'm going to lose anyway, right? So take the chance. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I made it.
all that
After all the
whinging,
drama,
all the whinging, and your ointment has already healed you.
it did. I laid it on thick, as you can tell, through
That
the whole
ointment,
conversation.
I need that sort of Vicks Vapor Rub in combination with my mustard paste. I'm sure everything would be fine. All right, now the long and the short of it is you're going to have to do this one more time for me, or you're just going to have to loot my body, and I'll start over at 12 points. Probably you want to bring me back because
You got
we
some
played a
stuff.
long time, and
Yeah.
I'm like a double character now in size. Hey, if I hadn't rolled such a stupid idea of running 15 steps, go ahead and
But if you'd have made that roll, Red, if you'd rolled a 1 instead, you'd have gone across like a
yes,
boss, you know?
absolutely
Yeah.
like a goose.
I mean, you did the same as me. Just just statistically, you're not going to roll both the numbers bad, but we did, right? We rolled all 4 of them, and Greg rolled them all low, so it didn't
Listen,
matter
I
what
did
Greg
5,
did.
10, and 10. So
It was
you know,
it was
it's like-
such the negative energy that we were feeling from the crowd watching.
Well, and then the worst of it is that you couldn't, if you can't do 5, 5, and 5 unless you start immediately.
yeah,
because you're
5, 5, and 5,
It's
and then
5 5s. It's 5
it
5s.
tears you up.
Yeah.
It tears you up that five sets of
Actually,
five.
the
You never know if you're going
fives
to make it across.
doesn't
Well, Rusty
work
would've
if
run
you
out of
end up
time.
with a bad fate like I did on a roller on a lower number. Doesn't matter. You could still get the double damage, and then you're screwed, regardless.
Okay, here's the here was the table for what it's worth. Take a point of damage, take D4, take number of steps and damage, bad fate, take damage as steps and bad fate, take damage doubled, or take damage doubled and bad fate. We were almost strong enough to just go 25 steps, and even in the worst case, take 50 points of damage and move on. As long as the bad fate roll was not doubling it up again. I
couldn't have taken that if I went
I
25
probably
steps.
could have done that, but I rolled that 8 where I'm suffering the previous damage a second time, just like Conrad. It was the bad fate that killed me. Damage and damage again.
Mhm.
All right, but that's neither here nor there. We're going to need to end this hour session by having Conrad, John, Greg, and Rusty all make a light magic roll again, please.
To resurrect
Okay.
To
Light
resurrect the
magic.
sadness.
Mr. Bucket.
Oh my! I missed that one, actually.
Go ahead and throw those bones. We're running out of time here.
I made it. I didn't die. Unbelievable.
I made it.
Nope,
With
still got to
I-
make a restoration roll.
I failed miserably.
Okay, take your point of damage. And
Wow.
somebody made it, which is good. And then everyone roll your restoration
it,
roll.
yeah. Well,
And I tip my hat and say much obliged.
I made my
it.
restoration roll.
Unbelievable.
Okay, I'm good. My ointment. The ointment works. It works. I'm just saying.
Oh, Rusty made it with 3 points left.
Good.
Unbelievable. We still have to get
Well-
back out.
Well, Milady does not seem to have the same reputation as everyone thinks she does. When she finally gets you across, she probably could have brought us back from the dead as well. She gives us a piece of cloth with an embroidered $sign. This is the charter badge to trade. She hardly risks the hallowed ground crossing herself and knows the safe path. She shows the players the route on our way out. Come visit again as often as you wish. You seem to be significant, fated to end the plight of St. Jon Citystate. That's
Okay.
probably where we're going to end it for the day. There's a couple of other things that you can say about this that are important. She says her sister.
Hello, Moto.
The nun lady will inform that the gypsy blade fade can make a fireproof salve with the right herbs.
Oh.
And everyone took their XP, right? We got an XP to
Yes.
start this mission. We got an XP for crossing the courtyard.
We
And
did.
has a witchwood cross. It's good light magic. She can give
Ooh.
to the party for protection. High die to see who gets that.
Be awesome. Just saying.
6 for me.
20 right here. 19 right here.
I told
13.
you you were a holy man.
Ah!
Yes.
Oh,
Oh!
I was going to pass because I died, right? But
You can, yeah, or you could go ahead and grab it. It's up to you.
no,
Colin.
I'll let the holy man have it.
A holy man has the wooden witchwood cross. It's good light magic, and
That's good.
add that to the party. Now, so if we're going to go and attack the fire cult as early as next week, there's a few things that we may want to do before then. But we also know that we need to maybe talk to the Gypsy Blade Fade to see if she can make us some sort of fire retardant paste to protect us when we go down there. We have reestablished the tar trade for solitaire, and every week we pick up, what is it, 2d4 in silver in royalties for doing this quest.
Is that
All right,
total
Andy?
or each of us?
Each of us.
Who ended up with Dobby?
Oh.
Oh yeah, Dobby changes.
Yeah, we have
hands.
Dobby and we have
Everyone roll die. It's
and
not
we have
good to
what's
have
his
them to me.
name?
So everyone roll one more d20, and Conrad, do not roll, please, and see who picks up our elf friend.
I
looks
rolled
like
a
John.
20.
John is going to be the new caretaker of the anti-soak off. He's if we ever flip that card where the nuisance enters play, you're going to regret the fact that he's your friend. But because he's your friend, John, give me percentile dice.
12.
12. Now you're going to add +1 XP and +1 luck permanently to your character, or not permanently, because of Dobby. So Dobby gives you an extra XP and an extra luck, and you can actually put that on your character sheet as bonus from gear. Dobby given +1 XP and Dobby given +1 to luck.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't think there could ever be any better than what Conrad got, where he was doubling silver for a little while.
That's
probably
pretty
gave him
awesome.
5 levels or more than us than we had.
Yeah,
But
easy. 'Cause
It
every
wasn't.
silver became,
It isn't like
every silver became levels.
sometimes sometimes that's not enough. But okay, if you think that was unfair, gird yourself, because there are some ugly puzzles and some ugly traps in the second half of this campaign, and I would not be surprised if we have a party wipe sometime, but we'll cross our fingers that doesn't happen. All right, I will talk to you next week.
All right.
All right, guys.
Sounds
Everyone,
good. Thanks,
be
guys.
safe.
Yeah.